Hi everybody, it's Kara and it is May already, 2019, and I thought I would just give you a little bit of an update on how it's going with my planner that I'm using for kind of my personal stuff. I did mention, I think back in 2018, that I would be using the Weeks Hobonichi, which I still am, and I have been using this really beautiful Chic Sparrow cover that whole time as well. It's one of my absolute favorite leathers. This is the Outlander leather. I did an unboxing video on it. This thing has been in and out of my purse. It's held up really, really well. It's absolutely gorgeous and I can't recommend it enough. I believe this is the Fraser leather. I'm not sure if this is still in stock or not, but it's gorgeous and I think that any of the Outlander leather is beautiful. So inside of this is where I have my Weeks Hobonichi. You can see the covers on this. I have various things tucked in here, just mainly stickers. I don't think it's a huge deal what I have, but I have some good stuff in there. And then I am actually using the elastic string, whatever you want to call it, to hold my Hobonichi in place. I'm not tucking it into the cover, although you could do that if you wanted to. I just right now really like the look of this particular cover on cover. This is one from a few years back. I don't know that they sell it anymore, but I actually had it, I think I bought it twice because I liked it so much, and I'm using it kind of to hold the Hobonichi in place. You can see that it's tucked between the Weeks Hobonichi and the cover. And it does buckle the cover a little bit at the top and a little bit at the bottom, but I'm not being too precious with it because I want to use the stuff I have, and you know, it is what it is basically. I have a few stickers in here. Normally I have, oh there it is, tucked in there. I normally have my favorite little Hobonichi stencil in here, stamps because I have another little pocket in here. And then I have my monthly calendar. Now, I've decorated these in various ways. Let's see, so like in December, I had lots of cute little stickers. I've used stencils. I've used washi tape. I keep it relatively simple. I don't do a ton of decorating, but I do want it to look kind of cute. And then when you go to my weekly pages, it's the same kind of deal. I have stickers in some. I have stencils in some. I do, if I don't end up using all of the space over here, I do kind of try and fill it up with pictures like I did here. And you can kind of see that although I don't color code items, I do try and coordinate the color of my ink with the stickers or the background. So you can kind of see that. So for example, in February I had hearts that were pink and I used red ink. Now when I was doing the stenciling, what I decided to start doing just to keep it simple is I think I started it in January. I stenciled all of January, the backgrounds the same. So hopefully you can see all of those snowflakes with the same color. And that made it just easier to kind of sit down, do it all at once. I didn't have to do everything, you know, for each week, and it kind of tied the month together. And I did that, I think, for February with the hearts. And then in March, I did some kind of leaf stencils for the entire month. And then I think I did some bricks, a brick stencil for the background. This is one of my little doors from the 100-day project that I'm doing, and so forth. And I'm still using stickers and washi. And then more recently, I've gotten away from the stenciling and I've ordered a few different sticker kits, and that's what I've been using. I also have some things in the back. Let's see. I have some Instagram hashtag things that I keep as a reference because I was having a hard time thinking things when I was posting. I have my monthly, my months color-coded, which ties into my reading, which sadly is not very much thus far this year. Normally I read way more, but I just haven't been into it. But basically, you know, it coordinates to the month that I read the book, and then I have a reading list, both of books that I've read and books that I want to read. I have video ideas. I have online classes that I've signed up for or that I want to watch. The books, wish list, things I need to buy, various cleaning chores. This is like an overall list, room by room. Lists of the current stamp sets that I have. Various things like that. A list of my art and crafts books, because I found that I was buying a lot of very similar books. So what I did is I designated colors for the things that were kind of talked about in each book. And I'm sorry, I think the camera is moving just slightly. But anyway, so, you know, if the book talked about colored pencils, it was orange and so forth. And then over here, I kind of color coded them. So if I was going to, you know, want to buy another book, I could be like, oh, wait a minute, I have a lot of books on drawing. Maybe I don't need any more. So I have that list. And that's about it. I still have room for a few more things in here. Last year I got the Mega and I actually didn't need it. And so far, this regular size one is really working out for me. And then I have obviously some sticky notes. I do have a writing board with some stickers and washi tape on it in case I need little bits and pieces. I just stick them on there and peel them off when I need them. And that is pretty much it. Oh, I do also, I think you guys have seen this before, I almost always, in anything that I'm using the Tomoe River paper in, I have a piece of blotting paper. The one downside for me of this paper is that ink typically takes a little longer to dry, and if I don't want to keep the book open, I want to either close it up or switch to another page, I will put the blotting paper in there and kind of sandwich it in between the pages to close it up. So this is my current personal planner, like I've said. I do have a couple new covers coming because there was a couple people I was interested in trying their creations, and I managed to catch both of them when they had items in stock. So you will see videos for those shortly. They are items that take a little bit longer than average to ship. So hopefully they show up here soon, but I do have two things coming, and we'll see which one I end up using for a while. But since I'm sticking with the Weeks Hobonichi, I do like the idea of being able to change up the covers a little bit. So I did get those two new covers that I will share with you when they arrive. I can't recommend the Hobonichi Weeks enough. It's by far my favorite. And I will say that right now in May of 2019, unless there is some sort of really drastic change, I do not see myself ever getting the A6 or the Cousin Hobonichi again. And I'll talk about that in a little bit more detail in upcoming videos. I'm going to do one about my work planner and about the journals that I have. And I will also say that I can't imagine not using the Weeks as my personal planner, because for me, I think it's the perfect setup, the perfect size, and I absolutely love it. I've used the Weeks for years now, and every time I kind of deviate from it, I always come back. So I'm just not going to do it anymore. I think that for me, the Weeks is probably the perfect planner. So if you guys have any questions about any of this, let me know. I'll put a link down below to Chic Sparrow in case you want to check them out and haven't. Other than that, I don't think there's any other links to put down. If there's something you guys are curious about that you saw in the quick little flip through that I did, you let me know. I will be doing a video here shortly on some of the stickers that I've been trying, because you can see some of those. I did try one set recently over the last 2 weeks, and you can kind of see that here. It was like a cherry blossom themed kit, and I'll share all of those goodies with you in a separate video. So I think I have rambled enough. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Questions and comments down below, and as always, I hope you're having a great day wherever you're at. Bye, everybody.